Hi, friends. Today I want to talk to you about glimmers, what they are, and how they can really transform the health and function of your nervous system. So, glimmer is a term that was coined by Deb Dana. She's a licensed clinical social worker, and she's one of the leading teachers of polyvagal theory. So, polyvagal theory was created by Stephen Porges, and it's really a new understanding of how our survival system works. So, most people have heard of fight, flight, and a lot of people have heard of shut down, freeze. And then there's a third part to our nervous system that functions to keep us safe, and that's the safe and social. So that's kind of our new understanding of how that system works. So a glimmer is a moment or micro moment of peace, connection, calm, wonder, happiness. And the magic of that is that the more you look for glimmers throughout your day, the more you'll find. So I'm going to kind of break it down into three parts of how this works and how you can integrate this into your life. So the first is paying attention. So our nervous system really likes it when we're paying attention. And unfortunately, for most of us, we spend a lot of our time on phones and computers, which is a very narrow, close-up view, and don't look out to long distances or look around us enough. So first of all, just kind of holding the intention when you are, especially when you're looking at something close up in front of you, reading, phones, computers, to take moments. And it really only has to be a moment of moving your eyes, moving your head, and looking around your environment. And that tells your nervous system that you're safe. So you're not looking for danger, you're looking for safety. And a nice way to do it is to maybe look for a certain color. So find everything in your surroundings that's red and really look at it. You can look for textures, you can look for shadows. I like to look for things that are pleasing to me, that I find beautiful or pleasant to look at. And that gives you then the opportunity and kind of entrains into your system to be paying attention for glimmers, right? So you're entraining your system to be more present and to pay more attention to the present moment. And that brings a lot of peace and calm to your system, paying attention and being present. And there's a lot more to that, but we'll go into that at another time. So paying attention, and then you find more glimmers. And what a glimmer is for one person might be different from another. So for me, one of them is sitting in my lap right now. This is my dog Pixie. And she is much too big to be a lap dog, but she loves to sit in my lap, and I love to have her there. And just the weight of her and the warmth and the fact that she loves me and wants to be on my lap is something that brings a lot of joy and peace and connection to me. Another one is looking out the windows of my living room at the trees. Sometimes, if it's snowing, watching the snow. It's hugging my daughter, it's walking into a clean room. I mean, there's so many, the list is endless of what the things could be. But the point is, or the key is, to be aware and really soak that in, because if we're not paying attention, we can miss them, right? So then kind of the third thing is you can consciously seek out these experiences for yourself. So paying attention to what brings that sense of peace and calm and connection and happiness to your system, where you feel safe. That's a felt sense of safety, not just a knowing that you're safe in your house, but those people and those places where you really feel like you can be yourself, that you feel very connected and at peace. So paying attention to what those are for you, and then consciously creating more of that in your life. So this kind of builds into your system this more of being in that safe and social nervous system state. The problem that arises for a lot of us is we, for various reasons, one being trauma, one being kind of how we learned, how our nervous systems learned from our caregivers growing up to respond to stress and to life. We can kind of get stuck in these defense modes and be there most of the time, and be there when it's really not necessary, right? So all these nervous system states are necessary. They're not good or bad, but the problem comes when we aren't able to move with ease and appropriately to the situation. Excuse me. So when we are paying attention to these glimmers, these micro moments, paying attention to ourselves and our surroundings and what's happening, and seeking out those experiences and people and places that bring that peace and connection to us, we are getting more familiar and more connected with that safe and social nervous system state, and kind of like making that pathway more clear and strong so we can find our way back there. Back to home is what Deb Dana calls it, and I love that term. So, glimmers. Thanks for watching, and until next time.